Well, we were just having a nice, relaxing time as Imarina, planning to enslave some Belgians now that we've finally seen them, and what goes and happens? Mali, who we might have been oppressing a bit too much, that's open to debate, has decided to seek support from Spain, and with that, they're going on a do-or-die war against us in their bid for independence. Now, Spain's really powerful. Really, really powerful. Not to mention they got New Granada and Spanish Peru. Actually, I'm surprised at how little their colonies are fielding. However, Spain themselves have 49 heavy ships against my 15. We have to hope that the new meta is working out on our side, and the leadership of whoever the hell that is going to have to keep us safe from harm. I'm halfway tempted to actually recruit somebody using our navy tradition. We'll just see how we fare on the seas. It might make absolutely no odds. Now, being the sneaky bugger that I am, I had pre-positioned my armies in Mali anticipating this, but he moved around a bit too much, and now we're a little outnumbered and a little outgunned over in the Battle of Houta-Jalon. I don't know if I'm locked in on Bure, but either way, I am recruiting units as fast as I can, with the desire to go and reinforce in Fouta, or if I get kicked out, at least reassemble our armies and go and smash Mali as fast as possible, because we can't dedicate our army for it. Our army is ready to smash rebels, invade Alodia, and invade the other Madagascans that were punched out of us by a particularly large and fearsome coalition that has now largely subsided. We were able to get on Strong High's good side. They're now scared of us. Mamluks getting butchered by the Ottomans. It was a really clever move by us to not actually lose anything of value in a war that we were getting stomped in. We also, since Timbuktu was the one that attacked it, or triggered the coalition, we were able to round on them, take Timbuktu, and bring them down to their knees to bring a swift end to the coalition. It was no Andalusia moment, that's for sure, but it still went relatively in our favour despite it being a loss. Don't forget to take your trade ships from Seville. Oh yes, they're on their way back. I'm not sure if it'll be enough to save them, but I don't want them dying out there. It's not worth losing 22 ships. I only had them there for the power projection anyway. And hopefully these heavy ships can keep us safe. If they start landing around here with their troops, I'm in hot water, because there's not a lot I can do to resist that. He's got a cheeky little flotilla over here, but I don't think it could take on one of our light ship fleets. On the plus side, though, we were able to spawn global trade, which is exactly what we were going for. Here we go, global trade hub. Extra trade power in the Cape, which is very handy to have it, because we've turned the Cape into one hell of a trade node. We earn about 90 ducats a month there, and I'm sure we'll gain more as more goods get produced and we have more and better ships to suckle all that trade money back here. So what's happening now? The Navy has to keep us safe from Spanish invasion, and our units have to take out Mali. Mali do out-tech us, and they do outnumber us for what we can dedicate here, but we'll just do our best. Speed down to 2, and not much else to worry about. Why am I spy networking Portugal? Probably for cheaper tech. Our tech is awful, and that's because our ruling class has been awful. We finally got 2 average rulers, but we still don't have the admin to get our wandering shamans, which is what we absolutely need to be able to convert anything. I'm probably also going to be going for religious next, just so we can spread the faith a bit more. Alright, how's this going to go then? Given those losses I saw flashing up, not well. Come on, lads, bring those Malians to their knees. How can you be taking so long against such a tiny stack is beyond me. Alright, at least you did your job there pretty well, but these guys are getting mashed. See what you can do about that. Oh, we are getting all kinds of mashed here. I'm not even sure you're going to be there in time to make a difference. You'll probably just get smashed yourself, honestly. It would probably be better if I just brought my units together here and smashed Mali. But Mali is also trying to erect a wee army. You're not going to get there till the 27th. There's no way such a flanked amount of units are going to hold out. It's a shame, because Fouta Yalon had not been reinforced at all. Alright, retreat to Gebu. Okay, retreat all the way up there instead. Get more of an army together. And then kick Mali's ass. It's good leadership, 343. Oh my. They're going to gun us down here. Good thing it's not a war that is decided by battles. Well, maybe naval battles. Oh. Well, keep on running. Who running? They're there in a second. You are getting out of there in a second, so if I gave you a bit of extra maneuver, you would be able to get out of there. Hopefully he tries to siege that province down more than anything else. I'm a little worried about the Spanish marching down. They could march through Tuat and then through Timbuktu, and that would be a huge problem for me. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. That was enough to cancel their recruitment. Now get out of there. Why am I not recruiting more units, though? I'm definitely going to need more to deal with this guy. And it's not like we're lacking the money for this. We can pull the trigger and make a lot of units appear. Ah, excellent. He is working on that siege. In that case, I might go for Cantor myself. And then flood our own units in. Once you're done with Wolo... Oh, he didn't like that. He didn't like that at all. He might be going to attack in Bur, which would also be bad, because those guys probably can't run very far or very fast. Who's to say, but he's probably going there to rout us out, since he's got his morale back up. Yeah, most certainly. Oh well. You don't win them all, and sometimes you don't win them at all. Aha! He had a second thought about that. Maybe he was hoping for the disease outbreak on us. Ah, Jake, have you checked out Crossroads Inn? Thought you might be interested. It got a lot of micromanagement to handle. I've never heard of Crossroads Inn. Tech up in Mill, please. Mill Tech 3 wouldn't do anything for us here. We don't have any artillery, so there's no point in getting it right now. I'd rather hold out for a massive amount of bonus. Come on, take Bafada like the fool you are. There we go. We have a distinct lack of cavalry here, but we'll march in with what we have. Not so sure I'll be able to rout this bugger, but we'll do what we can, for we must. It's probably a bad idea not to bring in everything we can, because we do fight like wet paper bags, as somebody pointed out earlier. 19th, 19th, and that's with your maneuver. Get out of there. There are places to be and people to kill. Oh, how nice! We get to engage the Malian fleet. I don't see any invasions from Castile going on right now. In fact, he's keen to blockade me in the most useless of places, and I'm keen for him to blockade me in the most useless of places. It's worth noting that our truce is up with these guys soon enough. And my truce with Alodia is up very, very soon. I should take advantage of Alodia having no friends, but I think I'd rather take out these guys first. Was it really until 1605? I thought it was 1602. Alright, bring it on. Man, it's good to have an actual combat-ready fleet. In fact, I stole a couple of their lights, so let's bank those away for the time being. March on in here, slaughter every last Malian there is. This is what they get. And I don't have to do a lot here. All I have to do is white piece the buggers, and then they will remain a subject of mine. Hey, I could even demand some of their provinces for all of this, but there's very little point in doing that. The whole point here is to... Oh, I could give up land. I could force them to give up this province, since I probably should not have taken it. What is it called? Simbi something or other. I shouldn't have taken that. It's in an area that I don't plan on having. Look at this. I mean, sure, that 12 development province might not seem so bad, but as a whole, I believe expansion into this is a big mistake for any nation. It's so insulated from institutions, the development is all around not that great, and the trade nodes are some of the worst in the world. The exception is made for this, and this area, for gold, and for the most silly amount of manpower you'll find in a single province. Nice of them to already have a barracks for me. But that's my take on it. What are we not doing that we could be doing? I'm not making any claims or anything alike. We're not expanding over there, which isn't a problem. I need to start thinking about who I'm going to have take all this land for me. But that is a question for... There is good old Oyo here. Who's got good ideas anyway? Can't go wrong with defensive and economic. Although West African traditions are bad. Maybe we could subjugate AIR and bring them back into the fray, Bentos. I do like AIR, and their ideas, religious and diplomatic. They are Sunni, but I think I'll leave them as Sunnis there. Do you have the plan for the Belgians yet? I plan on going there, that's a given. I think people assume I have a much greater plan than I really do for all of this. We're going to go to Belgium and enslave them all, because they're Belgians. Jenny truce is over. Mali must be sweating a little bit, because they're not in a great position now. What a shame for them, and what a not shame for me. I don't think they're about to get access through... Uh-oh. Well, you don't have access through France, so you won't be going through there. Oh, I was recruiting in Gaboo, and now they're dead. What a loss of 20-something ducats. M&M. I like some extra morale, given that I'm about to fight, even though it's fewer mill points for a while. Come on, single mother, we look to you. Ah, he's going into Fouta-Yelon. I think I would rather fight him in this savannah than give him yet another benefit in combat. I think what I'd really like to do is scrunch you together, leave just enough behind, scare him into not going there, and then, oh yeah, the fort's stopping me from going directly there. That's worth considering. Alright, hopefully he focuses on Gaboo then. All the while that passes, Buer falls closer and closer to me. I just really hope there aren't Spaniards getting ready to land on me around here. Interestingly enough, Kazambe was not called into this war. They certainly could be. It's pretty good for me if Kazambe, as my ally, gobbles up all this land. Then I don't even need a subject looking after this terrible land for me. Now, what are all of you guys doing? Because it doesn't look like being in position to jump Makua. You, of course, have some natives, but that's okay. Alright, Gaboo's fine because that's savannah. This falls down. It's all savannah, you see. And there's a river crossing. But no matter how you cut it, there's a river crossing. There's a lot of rivers here. Alright, stick into Gaboo. We'll just go and stick you like a pig. If I can't get this done with a full flank, I can't get it done anyway. So what are we looking at? 7 and 3. Oh, man, why even have those cavalry, honestly? It's better to bring them in at the end. 7 and 3 is 11. 12 is still not enough, funnily enough. Let's have you guys march in together as a 14 stack. That's fine enough. Well, it could be better, of course. That's 10, so I should go in with 12, and then reinforce it with some cavalry. And then if somehow we're unable to win, these guys will come in as reinforce. Oh, okay, well that happens as well, I suppose. Okay, maybe I can chase him down, but forget it. And just stick together then. Man, I could do with better everything. The idea that Mali makes a mockery of my military like this is bad news. Alright, what I'll do is I'll wait for him to be locked into Gaboo, and then I will engage him in Gaboo. There we go. And then I'll hope that this works to my advantage, but it might not. Just throw everyone in, who cares? Well, actually, my lack of flanking is something that I do care about. Send in the useless guys later. Again, 14 is fine. And then the others can come on in a little later. Now, you might reasonably wonder why I'm sending in my army the way that I am, and I'll show you as soon as they engage. I do this every now and then if I want to squeeze the most out of a single battle. Here we go. The way it lines up is... I must have miscounted this badly. Yes, I did. Ha! How bad for me. Anyway, against the enemy's row, you line up all your infantry, 1 versus 1, and then you put the cavalry. But it's a bit better if you don't have 4 cavalry for the sides, or 6 or 8 later on in the game, that you first flank with infantry, and then when the cavalry arrives later, the cavalry can take the extra bits on the side. And there we go. Now the cavalry flanks, and so does the infantry. And that squeezes every last drop out of these battles that we can, and we need that. Can't you snipe Spain's province in the Ivory Coast? I very much intend on doing that. I didn't want to attract any attention coming down here to fight me, but another good point is that I'll just forget if I don't do it now. Alright, a decent win, and by decent I mean I'm taking way too many losses against the likes of this guy. Regardless, we should make our move on Futayalon. Hello, Spain! Oh, Christ in a handbasket, he's coming in for me. 51 versus our 15. You know, I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, with our staggering 70 Navy tradition, we're going to get someone with between 6 and 4 pips. So that at least... oh, then another plus. Right, well... you know what, I'm not leaving this one to chance. Who's coming in to save our day? I think it's time for... and now they use a capital. Good on them. Time for green gauges to get involved. Save us in our time of need. Well, that's not very good at all. But it'll have to do. Just, you know, I'll kick out that loser when we can, but not right now. Also, I need some reinforcements for a lot of these guys. So I'm going to separate them, have them march up here to kill you, and then march in as reinforcements. Godspeed, my navy. Alright, so we have equal engagement width. 37 isn't great, because we're only using 36 of it. They have better morale than we do. They're using galleons to our cattacks, so it's all pretty bad news. Let's hope Naval sees the way, but they're getting immediate good shots on us. Nice, we defeated their fleet over there. Don't let me down. They're actively letting me down. Oh god, my morale is tanking on the seas. My ships are ready to pop. I need a hero. Look at that, their early frigates are taking nothing of a beating. Their heavies are, though. With a bit of luck, I can trounce their heavies. But my morale is looking grimbo. Oh, and I've lost a ship. And I've lost another ship, and some other ones are not looking hot either. Man. Naval's meant to be a hard counter, but on very hard mode. The AI can have as many ships as they bloomin' well want. Well, at least all their heavies are gone. But I'm not sure my morale can sustain these losses. Nah, we're just gonna get mobbed now. Back up, back up. Youch. Youch. Okay, I need a new fleet, and I need it now. Well, maybe I need it when we actually research what a galleon is, but that's 4 techs away for us. Yeah, that was pretty painful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 17, 16, 15. Isn't it the fault of the Admiral that your fleet sunk? You should kill him. I'm sure Green Gage is already dying out of shame here. And remember, that was only 4 of the 44 heavy ships the Spanish have that we were able to take care of there. We're not protected on the seas. How do the Spanish fight so well on the seas there? They don't have anything inherently good, do they? No. No, they don't. But they had ships that were up to date. I certainly did not. Ah, jeez, yeah, the attrition is just too grim for you. Get down there then. Punch the heavies out of the merchants, cheaper and faster. I could, that would hurt my trade efficiency though, which would negatively impact my... and I'd only get 5 of them. Negatively impact my economy. Of course I could then just give them monopoly charters to make up for that. And it's only done in one province as well. Ah well, we'll get them anyway, and then you can have your silly charters. Come on folks, down we go. Oh crap. The Spaniards are here. With their military tech 16. Wonder if I could just take you on with these. Oh, I wasn't in the mood for losing to the Spanish today. Alright, scupper some of their transports. That will help us out a little bit, but only a little. I don't even get to repair in coastal sea zones here. Get savagely ravaged, Spaniards. Whew. Down they go, off they go. And I'm gonna get into the safety and sanctitude of the port. Whew. Rewards for missions or spawn golden era. Well, I don't have what it takes to do this, and I'm not sure I will for the next one. We'll see, I never remember what they all are. Let's get back for some emergency repairs and then probably take out those. The more Spanish fleets I can take down, the better I'll feel about myself. It's all about grinding that self-esteem. Oh, okay, it's just Kaffa. Jinx, Kaffa had, what, 2 in gold and it still depleted? What is up with you guys? If you have, if you're so beaten up, then go back to Christmas Island. Repair threshold. Any damage? Maybe they'll go back after that. I'm not sure why they're sailing and taking attrition. I thought ones on missions weren't meant to, but... Oh, snap. Remember my ambition to take Caro? Forgot about it, and now I'm eating an invasion of Spaniards that I am going to be hard-pressed to deal with. Even though it's just 6,000 of them, they fight so much better than we do. Oh Christ, I don't have what it takes to siege down this anymore. I can't really get there either. Meaning I need this siege taken care of. The attrition is brutal here. Well, they're dead. Kill Mali and quickly. Sadly, Mali's units got to retreat and they are still very alive. I should probably get more mercs to throw at the problem. And now I'm out of mercs. There we go. Again, go in for repairs, please. Keep those very few heavies that we still have alive. I still can't take Futa here. Throw another few back there, please. This could get real grim real fast. Okay, Mali's headed down there. That's good news for us. Oh, I thought Mali was going to be peacefully gobbled up. The whole series is spoiled, says Honking. The whole series is spoiled? I guess this would be a spoiler for you if you haven't been keeping up. That gives the Spanish a lot of places to land in. I need to end Mali here quickly as we can. Although I would love to steal some stuff off the Spaniards. It's, even with such a small invasion, already a question of survival. Could I take on those guys, though? I could try. On you go, green gauges. They're off to the South Equatorial Current, which might... Yeah, we can still get that engagement. Shame our carracks are still a little beaten up, but Godspeed. I really hoped I could have won on the seas. Bachmanis is going on the attack somewhere. Oh, hello! Why would the Spanish be all the way out here? Well, they're without a leader. That makes things a little easier for us. Mamluk truce is up, but the Mamluk is getting auto-manned, so there's no likelihood of any problems there. Limpopo's rising up, that's not a problem. Strong High don't hate me enough to declare war on me anymore, hopefully. Yeah, they're threatened. And also at war with the Ottomans, hilariously for me. Natives... Spaniards are just hanging out there, which is fine for now. Until I find their entire army marching through Timbuktu. Timbuktu do give them military access, so it's not impossible. Tafilalt don't, though, so it's impossible. Down you go. Swell. I stole a few transports from you, which is always a nice development. Otherwise, let's skedaddle. Losing that early battle against Mali really changed things, forced me on the back burner here too early. Have you improved relations with the Ottos yet? Let's say, oh, well, how about that? Friendly? Yeah, hey, that's not too shabby. Let's keep it there, let's not risk losing it. Having an actual friend would be a first for us here. Thanks for the heads up there, Rippy. Maintain that there. Socotra wish to... Oh, Socotra again? What am I meant to do about that? Well, maybe I left my transports around here, so I suppose I could deign to go and visit them. If I remember to, which I likely won't. Come on now, I gotta take Mali down. This is no joke. If those Spaniards whip around here, especially when met up with the Malians, I'm in a lot of trouble. How about these ships? They should be fine enough to go and protect trade in Malacca again, because not having that eats into my trade income something fierce. So he's still really keen on this. Mali wants independence, minus 50 for peace. I've never seen that before. Cool. Alright, Futa, still not going down. All the while they're taking my land. Well, let's not fear those 2,000 cannons, not when we have the power of defensive edict on our side. Hopefully that'll keep them chewed up for long enough. Spaniards. Any excuse to gut a Spaniard. France doesn't give access to any of us, so not worth looking into. Do you want to call in Kazambe? It might help tip a few things, so I will actually get them involved, because at the very least... There we go. They make my side look a little stronger. Very tragic again. Man, these poor guys are just burning here. Making this land just a modern day tragedy to invade. Even with mercs. Oh, they are there then. Well, at least Futa is down, so I can use the power of 2 siege to help out with their capital, whilst Bourges should fall pretty quickly anyway. What are we thinking? Can we meet and greet them in the currents? Surely can. There's not a whole lot the Spaniards can do, but they could still come down and do some nasty, nasty carpet sieging. I can also embrace global trade, but I should wait for it to spread to Zanzibar, the province. It's so well developed. Actually, it'll take forever to do that. What's my benefit from embracing? An extra merchant's a pretty damn good one. That one pays off pretty quickly. Where would I throw that merchant, though? I already gobble a lot of this trade away. I could collect in Ivory Coast, actually. I have quite a lot of power there, and a lot of trade is there ready to be flowing out. And it would give me a bit of extra power. All that transfer adds up because I don't have somebody else that's collecting. No, I think I suckle it away from everywhere that really matters, unless I took Zambezi as